What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm just doing a water change on the 2,000 gallon. So I just thought I'd drop you a little update on how the fish are getting on. Obviously we had the white spot, which is unfortunate. We lost a few fish. But other than that, everyone seems to be doing well. So I've just got, obviously, I'm just flushing the 24-inch bead. So I thought I'd drop you a little video. Snakehead here, Emperor Snakehead, big Kyle. He is absolutely massive. He's got to be pushing 3 foot. Especially when you're above of him, just look at the size of them two. As you can see, the under gravel suction grid has started protruding to being on top of the gravel, which I don't really want. I'm not too happy about it, because with that not being on the bottom, there's possibly detritus fish poo building up in that gravel area now that they've been rummaging in it. And like I say, the big fish, I did kind of think that they were going to push the pipe work up at some point. So yeah, I think next year I'm going to take all the gravel out. We'll have a good measure of all these fish. Obviously it'll have to be a really nice day to do that, because I'll have to put them in the big swimming pool. Take all the gravel out, which is a fair bit in here. Chop the under gravel suction grid off, just down there where you can see it, and put a gate valve on, and also put 2 up stands on with cages on. And I think I'm going to put sand in here. I think sand's a good idea. And then I'll have 2 up stands, probably one there, or probably one in each corner, but buried. And then obviously I can remove the waste still, and I think Shadow will appreciate it a bit more. So yeah, there she is. She is absolutely enormous. If she's not 2 foot and disc now, I don't know what she is. She's colossal, guys, honestly. Such a nice fish as well, dead friendly. Tap the water, but the peacock bass might have me. Yeah, see? It's this new one here, this hybrid. You've got the big monocow berry there at the bottom. Here's Shadow here now. It's not food. My hand, by the way. See he's on it, he's a little bugger, he is. So yeah, like I say, it's either that or get in there and rebury the under gravel suction grid, and then put a bit more gravel in. But I do feel like a change. The only reason I didn't put sand in here was the simple fact that I don't want it ruining my pumps, because as you know, when you have it in your aquarium, it eats away at the impellers, or where the magnetic bit spins in the pumps. Sand just eats away at that metal. That's the only reason I haven't got sand in here at the minute. So if I come up with a bit of a better idea, maybe like a pre-filter to stop the sand going into the pump area. And then obviously I don't want it filling up the 24-inch pressure bead either. So yeah, we're backing them in, guys. I'm just going to do another flush on the filter. Yeah, so guys, I just thought I'd drop you a little bit of a messy filtration house. I've got all my fishing tackle in here. Everything's out the fish room now, because we're getting ready for Christmas in there. So I've got all my rods in here, baits, tackle, filter floss. I've got my freezer in here for my food behind there. Yeah, it's just a mess, guys. You'll have to bear with. So the filtration for my pond. So I've got the 2-inch under gravel suction grid. Comes through to a 2-inch ball valve, through to a pre-filter to stop any stones coming through, smaller stones in the gravel. So as you can see there, it does a brilliant job. It's got a little cage in. I haven't got the little cage in at the minute because I haven't had any more stones come through, any more little stones, because I did wash the gravel, and it gives me more. It did slow the flow rate down slightly. So yeah, so water in, 20,000 vary, through into a 24-inch Evolution Aqua pressure bead filter, up into the Tempest, and then we've got 2 returns down here. Just going back, we've got, like I say guys, it's a mess. We've got the 1 return coming from the air source heat pump and into the top of the pond there. The UV's not running at the minute because I don't know why. The Evolution Aqua pump that didn't last 5 minutes, and this failed on the connection and actually electrocuted me as well because I'm an idiot. 2 secs guys, just move my weighing sling out the way, the umbrella. So yeah, that bit failed there on the UV, and I panicked because water was coming out. And yeah, isolate the power guys before you touch anything. You give me a bit of a jolt, I must say. So yeah, I haven't got around to replacing that yet. I need to do it, but I don't know if I just get a new UV because I'm not too impressed with it. I don't like how them plastic bits on the end there, they just screw on and then they just keep, as you're tightening them up, it jumps and then you have to tighten it up again and then it jumps. It's just a shit. It's just a shit design, I must say. So yeah, we've got, like I said, 20,000 litre vary into the pressure bead, into the Tempest. We've got the 3-stage dechlorinator in here. I am going to hard pipe all this next year because hose pipes is just a pain in the arse. So we've got the big 30-inch dechlorinator as well. So guys, so the crack is with flushing one of these. So pump off, well, air source heat pump off, turn the pump off, shut off the bowl valve, turn this to rinse, turn the blower on, that bubbles that, take that pressure cap out as well, and then it does its thing. So I'm going to show you now guys, you have to bear with me. I'll try and set you up somewhere. I don't know if that's going to be any good, it should be. Be with you in a minute. So yeah, pump off, isolate now. Quite the bottom drain if you want. Turn it to rinse. So yeah, that's isolated now. Turn it to rinse, blower on. Sorry about the filming guys. Let's need another socket now because I'm just using this little extension lead for now. Ready for the noise? So yeah, 5 minutes I let it boil for. I do twice because of the, obviously how much waste these fish produce. So we turn it on rinse, open up that, and then you'll see it all squirt out in a minute. So now I'll leave that for 5 minutes. I do it, depending on how much I know I've fed them, I do it 2 or 3 times, so 15 minutes overall, good boil. So the air source is off at the minute. I had to replace the bowl valve on the Tempest as well. That failed on me. The existing bowl valve on that was an absolute shit show. It snapped off there because every time you turn the original one, it kept snapping. So yeah, I had to get a new one of them about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah, like I say, 20-inch 3-stage as well, into the 30 V-tops, 30-inch V-tops. Yeah, pump up there as well for the pond itself. So guys, I'll go back in while that boils. So guys, yeah, that's how I clean the 24-inch pressure bead. As you can see, the water levels dropping now. There's the return for the air source heat pump. And then I am going to put a cage on. There's a bottom one. I'd put you underwater to show you, but obviously then the speaker will go funny. So yeah, there's a lower one underwater, and that's going to be a cage with another 20,000 litre pump on to run the backy shower. Because when I put the covers on in winter, the backy shower splashes on the lids and the lids start collapsing in the pond, so I need to come up with a bit of an idea for that. Like I say, I was going to waterproof everything in here and then put a full glass window through here, just like a box section, so it just isolates all that and then keeps all the humidity that side, because it is quite bad here. I've got the dehumidifier on, I've got the diesel heater running as well, and it's still averaged out about 75 to 80 humidity in here, which is tropical really. There's big Kyle now. Let me just throw a few pallets and get this peacock bass out my way. This is him here. A nightmare he is. Watch him now. Good snakehead. Yeah, he's a little shit, he is. Excuse my language. Yeah, so they're just 9mm high protein pellets. I can't vouch paying for that Aquarium monster fish pellet. It's just well expensive. I'm not paying that, so got another alternative. I don't actually know what it's called. I think it's off Amazon. Yeah, everyone's doing well. I'll give you some underwater footage in a minute, guys. Well, I haven't set the bloody timer for the boil. Tim, come on, man. Start reset. No, it doesn't matter. It could be 5 minutes. It can be 10 minutes. It's just personal preference. I just went off what I got told off another guy who had one. Yeah, everyone's doing well. Rick's massive, absolutely massive. I'm going to try and touch him. That peacock bass will have me, I'll tell you now. The snakehead don't bother me as much. Yeah, they're massive. I think if I can, I hope I can. I don't know how I'm going to do it because cost, expense, another setup. I want to build another pond. So probably same size, 10 foot by 10 foot by 4 foot. But I don't know whether I have it as high because I'm basically going to keep Kyle and Rick in here. So the big tiger shovel nose and the big red tail cat. I'm going to keep them in here on their own. And then I'm going to put my big Oscars and the rays in their own pond if I can. I don't know. Hopefully I can. I'll probably. Oh, I haven't even showed you the fish room, guys. It's pretty much finished. Little rays are in here now. Got my Toros. Need to do a water change on here and get some of the muck out. So that's another job today. Big red Seb's in here. She's there. We got the marble Claris catfish in here as well. We've got the lovely plaque in here. That's the male. Loving this sand. Absolutely loving this new sand. Monstera. Can I keep plants alive? Can I X? So they're going to go in there or in the turtle tank. Turtle tank, the water change day as well. There's a bit of muck in here. These two are doing fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Hello there, Tatas. This is Rocky and Rini. I absolutely love him. He's a pest. He doesn't leave her alone. So I'm hoping to get some breed. Well, they are showing breeding action at the minute, but I wouldn't mind getting some babies eventually. I need to rescape this now because, like I say, doing a fish room, I had to swap everything over, get tanks redone. So that's the setup at the minute. We've got the two 5-footers. That one's wider. This one's taller. That one to the left with a baby razor, and that's nearly 2 by 2 by 5. And this one is 18 by 24 by 5. And that thing is 10 foot by 10 foot by 4 foot. So yeah, it's still a little bit messy. I've still got a few jobs to do. So yeah, I'm hoping to next year put another pond there for the rays and the Oscars mainly. And then I might keep the peacock bass because they get massive. Keep the peacock bass and the two big cats together, hopefully. I've got to do an update on the koi pond because we need to clean that out. I have now finally broke up for Christmas, which is a bonus. I'm going to put my FX6 on this tank as well over the festive period because that filter is absolutely huge. But it's got the I could piss harder. Honestly, I could piss harder than that. That's why I've got the little one in here at the minute. So yeah. Right, guys, I'm just going to finish off this bead clean and then I'll give you some underwater footage and hopefully you can get the gist of how big these are. See you in a minute. Right, we're back, guys. I've finished flushing the bead. So I've done 5 minutes 3 times and then job done. And that's how much water it drops, roughly around about 13 inches. So on the window. See the water line. See where the placo's been, the big sail fin. So yeah, so the ones who don't know, this isn't a liner, it's fiberglass pond paint from Antel. So it's just normal standard 4-inch blockwork, highly reinforced. I do it for a job. So the base of this pond is 6 inches thick of C35 structural concrete, and it's got 2 layers of meshing, which is A393 and B503, which is 2 different technical specifications for structural mesh and concrete. So there's 2 layers of that, 10mm bar. There's also rebar in here as well, and then obviously 9-inch blockwork all the way round, built in with a garage lintel, a T-section garage lintel cut in half. So there's one down there, one down there, one down here, one at the front, because obviously the blockwork is on top of the concrete slab. So I didn't want the blockwork with the weight of the water pushing the sides out. So that stops the blockwork going, and then if it did ever move, the whole room is fixed to the floor as well. So yeah, touch wood. So I have always got the option as well, so if it ever does, because obviously concrete over time when it settles it cracks, so if it ever does crack, I have the option to always put a pond liner in here. So yeah, sorry, I went a bit off topic then. So yeah, I told you about the build. So yeah, it's got standard blockwork dampened down with 4 coats of tanking slurry, and then 6 coats of fiberglass resin pond paint from Antel. That's why you can still see the blockwork, which I do like that look. So next year, if I do decide to pull this gravel out, take the fish out, fully drain the pond for a good clean or whatever, I will be looking out for any cracks in the floor, because it does happen. It settles over time and you do get cracks. So the pond's painted as well, 4 coats, and then a 6 coat top layer. So yeah, 33mm thick window, 1.7 metres wide and 1.1 metres tall. So that is sat on a timber frame at the bottom there. You can't really see it, but that's been coated in paint, sealed, everything to stop that rotting. If it ever does rot, then I'll just make the most of the problem at the time, and I'll just make the pond bigger, I think, because behind there I've got another 4 metres. So this is 3 metres, and then I've got another 4 metres, but it'll be on an angle, so then it comes up to roughly around about a metre. That corner is not far off touching the fence line, but I do have the option to go that way. But I was thinking as well, I might do, if I do end up extending this for whatever reason, I might sink the next half in the ground, so put the next bit down underground and then build it up, so make it like 5 foot on the back edge. I don't know, it's a big job, and obviously when you have these fish you need the weather, or find somewhere who can house the fish while the project's going on, which is a little bit difficult because these fish ain't small. I touch the water, but I know that bass is going to nail me. Look at the size of him. Stunning catfish. He was in an 8x2x2 tank when I had him, and he had a turned up nose, and since he's been in here it's grown out. It's a shame these fish get chucked around in a hobby, it really is. Like I say, I've had Rick from 3-inch, from Sims Tropical Fish, and then Kyle, obviously I re-owned him when he was about 22 inches, and I honestly believe I think he's pushed the 3 foot mark, I really do. And I bet he's a foot in diameter, honestly. Next year, if I do get round to cleaning the pond out, I'll get some Koi sedate, if I can use it with these fish, and I'll just slowly, like, obviously sedate them, because I don't want them thrashing around, and we'll have a good measurement of them. We'll leave the stingray, but we'll have a look at the Oscars and that, but the main thing, I won't measure the catfish next year. But obviously, if it involves stressing them out and they're going to get injured, then I won't do it. I'll just leave it. But yeah, it would be nice to actually get a measure of them. Shadow is enormous. So guys, I'm rambling on. This video's getting on, so I'm going to leave you with some underwater action.